it's a lack of control. Um, it's a worry.
If you had to describe it as a person, what would that person look like? What color? would
Actually,
it
Rena, not that question.
be? No.
Not that question. Yeah. I'll explain to you
Okay.
later why. So we want to keep him in this because he's trancing. He's trancing right now. Which is a good thing. We want to keep him in that moment. He just described really good themes and a good, we do this a lot in ACH where we echo unconscious things that they say. So Chris, you said that the pit of your stomach feels like you lack control.
Mhm.
What's that like?
Um,
And this is where, continue doing what you're doing, Chris. This is where you want your clients to be thinking. And just watch his eyes. What's that? Lack of control in the pit of your stomach.
I mean, I'm coming up with like associations that are, I'm not forming thoughts. Um, it just kind of like words pop into my head, or
Words popped up.
or just like refeeling the feeling, like just kind of thinking about it, like it's kind of, and so I feel it, but what's it feel like? It's kind of like, well, it just feels like it feels right now, kind of, um, as I search for it. So what does it feel?
Searching away.
Um, so like, what other things cause the same feeling? Maybe like a better way for where my mind is trying to understand the question, as opposed to like searching for other things that it is similar to. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like other things that trigger that same feeling is an easier question to, is where my brain searches in trying to answer the question of what does it feel like.
And what came up?
Loneliness came up. Similar to loneliness. Kind of weirdly, the the thought of a child unable to provide their own food, worrying about their next meal.
I wonder why that came. I'll explain this Rena a little bit later. But we're just keeping him here.
I can't explain where the images come from or what they're tied to, but my brain tries to come up with an image of me as a child, like middle schoolish age, like, and in my mom's house, but I don't know what the conflict is.
So it's just you.
But it kind of feels like I am the only one there.
So you're the only one there. And this feeling of lack of control came up. So Rena, what I'm doing here is I'm just getting him to put the pieces together. Because when I asked, what does lack of control have to do, like what comes up when you think about lack of control, somehow his mind showed him the scene. In traditional hypnotherapy, this is a regression. Him regressing to a memory in the past. We didn't have to ask him, his mind kind of just came up with it. And the mind is smart enough to know that this scene has something to do with the original symptom. So we're just going to keep him here.